Never you think that you belong to MLC. You belong to here. One team to run one strategy for all school. One policy, one strategy, one team. What you say, he will say the same. What you say, he will say the same. One team, one strategy. So this is the strategy. Forget about it. You belong to here, here, here. You belong to here. And everything is belong to you. If you cannot believe this, if you cannot do this one, this is the first level of thing you want. Because if you don't do this thing that way, you'll be never going anywhere. Everything is belong to you. Everything is your responsibility. Everything is your scope. One team, one strategy. So now, the second thing. Oh. No, it's there still. So now this is the way. Remember, so as we call about all one thing, it's going to be this. Your scope is the 600 plus staff. Your scope is 3,000 and plus staff. So, one team, I'm going to act as a one team. We do rotations. I'm going to explain to you. That will be discussing with you more as well. We do the rotations. People will move around. You never sit in one place. Go to different school in different day. Provide the thing, what is needed. So to do this one, so this 600 stuff is your everybody's responsibility. You should be knowing how to tackle with this 600. You should be knowing how to tackle with this 3,000. Not with the MLC only, not with CVK only, not with only CIS only. Everything is your scope. One team for everything. So now, this is the body of transformation. So now we're gonna split the team in this way. There will be two sections of IT. So here is the CIO office. The CIO office will have two wings. One wing is IT services, where we focus, create, manage, improve customer experience. That's the goal. That's the whole thing this team does. That's the whole thing this team does. Nothing else. Focus, create, manage, improve customer experience. How do you do that? I'm going to tell you. And now, the second part of this one is the PMO office, project management office. Work on a problem, solve them by transformation projects. This is the goal of this, guys. Work on a problem and run a project until the problem is dead. Never stop until it's dead. The problem is dead. So the whole team will be part into. So this is the body of the two wings of the team. Where you are, where you fit in, I'm going to let you decide. I'm not going to decide where you fit in, okay? I will let you decide where you fit in, all right? Don't worry about that. So now, the IT services team is like this. So the IT services team scope is CIS, BCIS, CVK, Fumihong, AES, and Vinchan, and all of them, example. And this is the IT services team. IT support for customers. So these are like key responsibility they're gonna look into it. IT support for customers, asset management, user training, user guideline, prevention of problem. Prevention of problem. Not call and tell them what is the situation, but prevention of the problem. Take action so the problem doesn't arrive. Support them before they have a problem. That's the goal. Request tracker service management. This is the core line. Request tracker management. So the one who wants to be in the team, they need to be an expert of all of them. Communications. You see there's a CIO bits was being sent. You should be learning how to communicate with the customer in verbally, over phone, text, meeting, CX script. That's why I give you the straight line CX script. IT security investigation, when there is a security problem, this team will be doing the security investigation. Network monitoring, they will be monitoring the networks. Which access point is down. Take action immediately before the customer complain about the Wi-Fi, for example. So this team will do these functions. Will be led by the senior customer experience officer. This is one position. Under this one, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IT customer experience officer. So this whole team will do this for all the schools. Don't worry, the detailed job description I will share with you too. What exactly they have to do, I have that detail I produced for you too. It's coming, don't worry. So, but core line, these are the key responsibilities, and this is the team structure of the IT services, led by senior customer experience officer. Most likely, Huang gonna take the role because he's been pretty excited about the role of this. So now that I'm talking about the other part of the team, now the PM office. The PM office, we have a PM officer. You know Liu Fenglei, right? She just joined 1 month, 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks, or maybe 1.5 weeks. Yeah, she joined. So we have PM office Fenglei. We have another position called application analyst. We have another position infrastructure analyst and information security analyst. These are the three roles. Those are open positions. There's an opportunity. If you think that you are fit in, you can apply. And the role was this one. They are expert in project management, expert in problem solving, expert in communication. They are tech savvy. Particularly these roles are serious tech savvy. Never give up attitudes. Never, ever give up. I told you, when they have a problem, they're gonna work on the problem, and they will never stop until the problem is dead completely. They have to have an entrepreneur mindset. And they are like a SWAT team. You know the SWAT team? The black police. Bam! They come for the really bad guys. They suddenly appear with a big motorbike with some big guns and bam! Clear up the problems. So these guys are for that. So I want to give you a little more. So the weapon, what are the weapon IT services? If you see yourself in IT services team, these are your core weapons. Google for Education, the PR learning program we launched. Remember, that project is not for fun. That project is for you guys to improve yourself, to support you guys to get better. Right now, the Lei is leading the project. She will be keep sending you the slides. Keep doing those things, peer learning. You have 6 teams. Work with your teams. Help each other to get better. Otherwise, you become a dinosaur, and dinosaur doesn't live anymore. Request tracker in service management. It's the key of this one. Another one is the base for customer request. They will be in charge of it. So right now, the base is run by the PMO team. But when the project already finished, it's going to move to this IT services team to keep it operating and running forward and supporting the user. And then we have IT services bits, which is one of the things like a CIO bits. CIO bits shows all kind of transformation project we're doing. And IT services bits will give the tips for the user, how to use Google Hangout, how to use the Google Calendar, how to use the Google Drive, how to use Google Calendar to set up a meeting, how do you book a resource in the meeting room. Those are the things. So those bits. So these are the weapons. So if you see yourself in IT services team, you need to be master of all of them. I told you some. Remember? I told you some. So now these are the weapon of PM Office. Project management framework. So you have seen the business requirement document. I told Lei to prepare. It belongs to that. The project management system, Trello. I already trained you how to use Trello. It's not fun. You gotta use Trello. You should be looking at Trello too. Never give up mindset. Process mapping and documentation. You have seen photos. I've shared with you even in the Zalo. You see this process mapping, how you do the process mapping. You see in the business requirement document, how you do map a process to replace the paper flow. Problem solving skill set and entrepreneurship mindset. Entrepreneurship means, how can I solve this problem with the smallest possible resource? How can I do this and how can I get this? That's entrepreneurship. Problem solving with the lowest possible resource. So these are the key weapons of this thing. Just I wanna show it to you. So for the PMO team, these photos look similar. I'm sure that you know this movie, The Terminator, very blockbuster movie. So this movie, you see, this is the Terminator. In the movie, the Terminator terminate people, but the PMO office role is to terminate the problems. Like that. They will never stop until the problem is dead. Never stop until the problem is completely dead. That is the mindset of the PMO team. So you have seen the PMO and you have some IT services. Two teams inside this IT division to cover and create a new customer experience and solving the problem. So if you think that you have this kinds of mindset, great. But this is the requirement of the PMO team. Never stop until the problem is completely dead. Like that. So now I'm going to talk about what is the work in progress right now. What is the project going on? I want you to take notes very carefully. I have already assigned to you, and there will